The glorious beauty of the Imperial Palace, the old-style Beijing snacks, and the traditional courtyard houses. All these elements are integrated into a Chinese-style afternoon tea. Hello everyone, it's Caroline Wu here in Beijing. You're watching China Plus and Visit Beijing. So today we are going to experience a very unique Chinese-style afternoon tea. So joining us today is Antonio, the chef from the Renaissance Beijing Wangfujing Hotel. Welcome.
Hello. How are you, everyone?
Yay! So if you're watching, let us know. Please say hi to us. So today we are going to try out a very unique afternoon tea. And before we start and let you see what's interesting about the topic today, let us know when and where was your last time to try out the afternoon tea, and what's your impression about it. Please let us know. And at the same time, I'm going to refresh the page really quick and say hi to us, okay? And hope you guys are going to enjoy what we are going to do today. It's a very unique traditional Chinese style afternoon tea. Just a second, okay? Say hi to us. And let's see. Let me refresh the page really quick, alright? It's going to be full of traditional Chinese culture. Okay, I'm looking at myself here. Alright, we see James. Hello, James. Hi there. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Linda. Hi, everyone. So please, hi, Kenny. Please let us know when and where was your last time to try out the afternoon tea. What's your impression about it? So for me personally, I think it's very exquisite, very elaborate, and a lot of sweet stuff like pastries, cakes, sandwiches, all those things. Takes a lot of time to consume everything. It definitely needs a whole afternoon with your friends to finish the whole thing. It's pretty expensive though. So that's my impression about it. Let me know what's your impression about afternoon tea. And I'm gonna read out loud whatever you say, okay, about the afternoon tea. And whatever you say, actually, it's going to be totally different from today. What we are going to show, it's a traditional Chinese-style afternoon tea, and it has a name. Let me just keep it secret for now, because I'm going to take a while to read you guys' comment, because there's some delay. Definitely let us know. We see Jesse, we see Donald, we see Joe Atkins, and Willie, and Jeffrey. Good evening and good morning wherever you are. It's going to be totally fun. Alright, we see Kenny said it's afternoon for me, so feel free to send some food. Of course, then we are going to have lots of food. Alright, so I want you guys to take a look at what we have over here. This is the afternoon tea that we are going to show you, and it has a name. It's called the East of the Imperial Palace. Take a look. It is having a backdrop of the courtyard, and also you can see all kinds of traditional Chinese elements. There's a stone lion, stone table, stone tools, and some bicycles. It looks like it's back from ancient China. It's like we are traveled back to ancient China and to experience all the history back there. Alright. Take a look at what we have here. We have some walnuts, and this is something that we are going to try out very soon. I'm going to try to make some sweet snacks on this afternoon tea. This is like an epitome of the Beijing culture, and you know, it's having the traditional courtyard, which you are definitely wouldn't imagine that it is actually it's something that's outside this window. It gives the inspiration of this theme of the afternoon tea. So I guess you guys probably cannot see it from here, but we actually filmed earlier of a few clips. What I am facing right now outside the window, this is the very gorgeous view, the landmark in Beijing, which is the Imperial Palace. Let's take a look if you guys can see the Imperial Palace, and in Chinese it's called 故宫. Let's take a look to enjoy the view of the history. Okay. So we are here at the 17th floor, the executive lounge of the Renaissance Beijing Wangfujing Hotel. Outside the window is the Chinese-style background, including the Imperial Palace. So for those of you who doesn't know about Imperial Palace, it's also known as the Forbidden City, constructed back from the 1400s, and it was served as the home of the emperor, the Chinese emperors and their households. And it is now declared as a World Heritage Site. Actually, was declared a World Heritage Site in 1987. So in 1925, the Forbidden City has been under the charge of the Palace Museum, where you get to see a lot of extensive collection of the artwork and artifacts that's built upon the imperial collection of the Ming and Qing dynasty. So I am sitting here to enjoy the view as well as eating this, trying out this afternoon tea that's full of the traditional Chinese characteristics. You can see there's a courtyard. This is actually made of the fondant,
fondant sugar.
翻糖, yeah, fondant sugar. You can see there's stone lions that's standing outside. It's actually a symbol. The stone lion, it's a symbol of nobility and also auspiciousness. All these things are, I would say, represent the culture here in Beijing. Antonio is from Beijing. He told me a lot about what we are looking at right now. A lot of snacks are actually the features of Beijing. For example, this pea cake, the one in the middle that has the cherry on the top. Yeah, the pea cake. In Chinese, it's called 豌豆黄. Yeah, it's a very delicious snacks. And is this something that we eat during New Year festival? 是不是过年会吃，还是平时会吃？
平时都会。
Yeah, so actually not only for the New Year festival. And this is 绿豆糕 in Chinese. This is called 冰冰 paste cake. 蛋糕，绿豆糕 in Chinese. There. This is very cute, and I am going to give it a try later on. But all these things are going to be so sweet and so delicious. I have a sweet tooth, so I am definitely going to really love it. And this is the walnut. So walnut, it also, I would say, has meanings. 核桃也有意. So this is what we are looking at right now. This is a real walnut, and we are going to make some snack walnut later on. So why are we having this on the afternoon tea? Because in Chinese, walnut is 核桃. It shares the same sound of 合家欢乐, which means happy family. So when we are eating them, we are creating the happiness. We are eating the happiness. So that's my understanding. So that's why we need to have those traditional Beijing snacks included on the afternoon tea. And also, you can see that this is having some bumpy texture on it. And Beijingers, Antonio is from Beijing, he told me that old Beijingers like to play with it. Something like try out. This? Yeah, like this, because it helps.
With the finger. Yeah,
the bumpy textures on the walnuts, it helps to massage your acupoints on your hands, and you can exercise your hands as well as exercise your brains. I think for the elderly. So yeah, that's how you exercise. I'm not doing as well as Antonio, so something like that. It's a way. It's actually the characteristics of Beijing. Yeah, and also it has very good meanings, auspicious meanings. And also we have, look at that, what's on the table. We have the sugar gourd, or I would say the sugar-coated horse on the stick, 糖葫芦. It's on the table. 那是真的吗? Can I eat it? 是真的
Sugar, yeah.
Sugar. It's real, but it's so tiny. 我可以拿起来吗? It's so adorable. Oh,
mini.
That's so cute, so mini. Yeah, look at that. I love it. Wow, it's smaller than my finger, and it's real sugar-coated horse on a stick. But we do have some real ones. 这是真的，对吧? Let's try to compare both of them. This is so tiny and that's so big. So these are the ones on the afternoon tea, the table, and these are the real ones. They are giant. I don't know if I can finish the whole thing. It's going to take a lot of time. So Antonia, tell me about it. How much time does it take to finish this afternoon tea, which is called the East of the Imperial Palace? 这要多久啊？做一套
2 days.
2 days? No, that's too time consuming. But wow. Anyway, I have to try it. I believe if it takes 2 days, it's definitely going to be really good. Hey. Okay, so there is no fillings. Usually for the sugar-coated horse on a stick, there's fillings. 就会有，一般都会有一些什么馅儿在里边，比如说豆沙。
这里边是豆沙。
Oh, so what's inside for this? The real sugar-coated horse is it's supposed to include the bean paste, but this one it's just sugar. 这是只是糖，对吧？
sugar 对。细米。
I love it. I'm just gonna leave it here. Okay.
Okay.
Let's read your guys' comments and tell me about how do you like about the afternoon tea that we are showing you today. Let me refresh the page really quick. Okay. We'll see. Michelle Chang is here with us, and we see Richard. And Kenny said it's afternoon for you. Okay, I hope you like what we showed you earlier a while ago. Okay, we see Justin, Laurie, and what I just told you about a while ago, it's just a little bit of what I'm seeing or what I'm facing right now. We do not only have the Imperial Palace, but also on the other side, if we walk all the way there, we get to also see the White Pagoda, which was also known as the Miaoying Si. It's a Chinese Buddhist temple, and there were temples built on the site since the Liao and the Yuan dynasty. It's protected as a national treasure. After that, all the way along the right side, we get to see the bell tower, drum tower, also in Chinese. It's called 钟楼鼓楼, which they were originally built for the musical reasons, but was later used to announce the time. And they were very important to the official timekeeping in China in Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. So very beautiful views there. If you guys are visiting Beijing, you definitely have to go there. They are very popular tourist attraction spots. Okay. Also, what I'm facing is the National Center for the Performing Arts. Also, they call it the giant egg. In 北京话是叫那个 performing arts 那个叫什么？就是那个大剧院，还有什么名字？
中国大剧院。
中国大剧院是叫巨蛋什么的？
对。
是吧？ Yeah, it's also called the Giant Egg, the National Center for the Performing Arts. There are opera halls and the music hall, theater, and art exhibition halls. I think we showed you before. We took you guys there to do the live streaming there when it was 12 years anniversary. We took you guys there, so very fun. And let's get back to what we are having right now. The courtyard. Take a look one more time. Also, it's inspired by the hutong, which is a really narrow street or alley in Beijing, dwelling, very characteristic, or the highlights of Beijing dwelling, the courtyard, the hutong. If we look outside the window, and we actually have the footage, if we look outside the window right beneath this building, it's actually a courtyard that's beneath that. Please show us the audience the footage of that, because this afternoon tea is inspired by that courtyard, which looks very similar and very beautiful. And yeah, all kinds of narrow streets, all kinds of hutongs, very beautiful. Take a look. So what we mentioned about earlier, these are all the landmarks here in Beijing on the central axis. Yeah. And we see Justin, we see Laurie, and Mary, Gregory. Thank you everyone for watching. All right, now let's talk a little bit about something else here. We have the rabbit over there. It's very chubby and it's made of old Beijing yogurt. 老北京酸奶 is also a traditional, I would say, refreshment, the drink here in Beijing. 你喝过老北京酸奶？从小就喝，就是北京的北京特色。It's a characteristic and Beijing specialty. The old Beijing yogurt. This is what this rabbit is made of. Also on the side you get to see 那个柿子 and the persimmon. 这是慕斯吧？慕斯。Persimmon mousse. On top of it, chocolate. Why do we need to have the persimmon mousse there? Because it's also a symbol. It has meanings. Because that means that wish you have, or you are looking for, or that you are hoping for. 事事如意. That's that's how you say it in Chinese. That means that everything is going to be fine. Everything goes well. Yeah. And on the side, it's everything here on this afternoon tea reminds me about the Chinese New Year. 有点像中国过年的味道。Reminds me about the Chinese New Year. You can see the full character 那个福字儿。Yeah, also I don't know if there's any spring couplets. 有没有春联? Not sure, but it's definitely reminding me about the Chinese New Year. So if you have been watching our show, you would know that during the Spring Festival, a must-eat dish is the fish. So fish, which in Chinese is 年年有余, that means abundance. Also means wish you have more than what you wished for. So this whole Chinese style afternoon tea, it's just a very, it's an epitome of the traditional Chinese culture and Beijing culture. It's just remind us a lot about the history of Beijing, and also it's a very creative, innovative way to explore the old city Beijing and also to get to sample its rich heritage of Beijing. So I think that's pretty much it about this afternoon tea. Do we have any side dishes? Should we include that? 所以这个是跟这个一套是一起搭配的。So we have some fruit, 橘子, orange. Some pastries, bread, chocolate bread, scone. Also, we have sugar-coated horse on a stick, and these are strawberries. These are strawberries, beautifully done. Looks extremely sweet, and they are melting. They are melting. Should I give a bite? I wanted to bite this one. Yeah. Wow. It's going to be sticky right in the middle. 这个应该很甜很甜很甜。它可以不甜。Okay. Wow. Super sweet. Wow. I think I should put this one at last because it's very strong flavor. It's tasty. Take a look at what we have in this combination. We have the Chinese tea. 这是红茶. It's a black tea. Also pu'er tea. And what comes with it is the clay teapot. So I think Chinese and the Western food. Take a look. If we're talking about the Chinese food on this side, this is all Western. 西方的. Take a look at this one. This is salmon. And what's beneath the salmon, that is pai cha. It's a traditional Beijing snack. How do they make it? It's like fried flour. Yeah, so that's beneath that. It's called pai cha. And this one looks like a burger. I think
focaccia bread. focaccia bread.
Great. Okay. It's like it's like beef in between.
Yeah,
beef in
inside,
between.
yes.
So also this one, what's beneath that? This is youtiao in Chinese. It's a deep fried dough stick. Youtiao. Is that tuna? 就是
Parma ham.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so this is all very Western. So I believe it's a very nice combination between the Western food and the Chinese food. And also let us get to know about the ancient Beijing, ancient China, and also the modern day of China. So that's pretty much it. Let's get it started. I wanted to make a walnut right over here. Time to give it a try, because this is what I'm really looking forward to. Let's try it. Please let us know what are your questions. And now it's time for me to make some walnuts. Walnut snacks is actually not real walnuts. These are snacks. Maybe I should give it a bite before I try it. 我想咬一口. So what's this made of? 这是用什么做的?
This one?
Yeah. 这是用什么做的?
Flour, cocoa flour.
Cocoa flour was inside.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Walnut and the chocolate. With the filling.
This is
inside.
the filling.
Yeah.
Take a look. That's the filling inside. But let me give a bite. Great. I'm just gonna leave it here for now, but so later on I'm going to definitely finish it because the time that we have. Okay. Do I have any napkins? I'm going to make my hands really dirty today. All right, we see Nathan, we see Roy, Charlie's, and Alfred. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna put on my gloves and make some walnut snack, which is a Beijing. I would say the characteristic of Beijing, the specialty of Beijing that old Beijingers like to play with. Yay! Let us know if you guys have any questions. Let's see. Kenny said the walnut. Or Willy Wonka chocolate mix, something. Just okay. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Okay. Tracy and Sherry, Charlie's, Roy. I think it would be really fast for Antonio to make that.
Yeah.
It's like play with your it's like light clay.
Make the door like a ball.
Okay, make it
the thing.
Ball.
Make
Okay.
the thing.
I've never done a paste a snack before.
This.
Yeah.
Make some of the filling inside.
Okay. Oh, that's easy. I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I use my hands? I use my hands, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's enough.
Yeah. And make together.
Okay.
Inside. Like this.
So we have the fillings inside already.
Yeah.
Great.
Make the filling inside. Like this. Make the ball.
Okay. Rub it. Make it as round as possible.
Like the ball.
Yeah, it's round.
You in the hand make the this.
Oh, okay.
What?
It's like a steamed dumplings.
No.
No? 有点像饺子 steamed dumplings.
It's too hard. Like the ball.
Obviously, Antonio is very good at it. He's an expert. So we're really glad to have him here. So if you just started joining us, you are watching China Plus and Visit Beijing. And comments let us know.
Make some like this.
Wow, that's very exquisite. I cannot do that. How does it work? It's very hard to comprehend that. It's very hard to. Okay.
Like this.
Sometimes in the middle of making some kind of handicraft or.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Got it. So you guys get that? That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. Okay. The walnut that came out, so he already completed the bumpy texture on the surface of the walnut using that tool to complete that. So like we said earlier, if you just started to join us, the walnut represents happy family because it shares the same sound of 阖家欢乐 in Chinese, and that's why we need to have the 核桃 on this very special afternoon tea, which is called the east of the imperial palace. Why we are named that? Why the hotel names that? Because we are on the east side of the imperial palace. We showed you the landscape, the view of the palace, because we're right next to it. And the east district of Beijing is having a really unique cultural heritage, very different cultural heritage. It's very ugly that I did. It's it's not bad. It's not bad.
We'll make it go better.
I tend to make some really ugly arts and crafts.
No problem.
He did it so good. It's a very good job. All right, let's see what people are talking about. Yeah, so on the east side of this imperial palace, this is where we are here at. Ah, very beautiful look. That's nicely done. It look like a little basket. Yeah. So I would say it's a very innovative way to explore the history of Beijing, to explore the old city Beijing, also to get to learn about the cuisine, the traditional cuisine, and also its rich heritage of Beijing. Very, very innovative and creative way. Very nice. Okay, I think. Oh yeah, we've got a little kite, 有一个小风筝, right? It's cute. It's cute. I think I wanted to take a bite. And also, do you guys see that there is not only a kite and a bicycle that it's being used a lot in Hutong area, because people cannot drive a car inside Hutong. It's a very narrow street, alley. People use a lot of bicycles in the Hutong. As a transportation, so this is a part of Beijingers' life, and also the stone lion represents the nobility and auspiciousness. It's a finishing touch of this whole afternoon tea, and it's a very majestic stone lion. I'm gonna say I have to try it. I want to take a bite. What it's made of? Just chocolate. It's made of chocolate. It's so cute. Look at it, I have a tiny lion, stone lion in my hand. Adorable. So, all these things are so delicate. I can't bear to eat that. Just really, really hard to take a bite of this so cute little thing here. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it, okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's a very big bite. It's a very, very big bite. I love it. You guys have to wait for me to finish. It's chocolate. And it's a gray colored chocolate. 是灰色的巧克力. So it's a little bit edible pigment that's mixed in it. Oh, I have to drink a little bit Chinese tea. Yeah, great. I think I missed one thing to introduce, which is this one, the sugar melon. Can we lift it? Yeah, the sugar melon. This is also a Beijing snack. 北京的一个传统的 Beijing snack. Because when Antonio told me about this sugar melon, I have never heard about it. It's totally from Beijing, and this is something that they eat during the Spring Festival. 春节吃. 春节, yeah, during the Spring Festival. It's sticky to the teeth, but very sweet, very tasty. Yeah. So I think that should be it about this east of the Imperial Palace 1.0, because this is a series. This is a 1.0, and why don't we take a look at the 2.0? What does it look like? 我们看一下 2.0. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's take a look on our second version.
Just a moment.
Yeah. We see Nila, we see brown. Very soon you're going to take a look.
Okay.
What is the second version? Because it's altered a little bit, changing a little bit, and being developed a little. We see Dawn, Nila. Let us know if you guys have any question, okay? So the second one, before it's coming, let me give you some sneak peek about what it's going to look like. The east of the Imperial Palace 2.0, it's a commercial street in the 1980s, very prosperous commercial street. If you have visited Beijing, you would know that it looks like very much like a Wangfujing Street, or I would say Qianmen Street, or Dashilar, if you have been there. Very busy, bustling street, packed with all kinds of shops, department stores, grocery stores. This is 1980s. You kind of feel like it's been evolving. The afternoon tea itself is being evolving, and the history, the development of the Beijing, it's been continuing. Yeah, now it's coming. Yeah, look, this is called Yingxiangli. It's a commercial street, very, very beautiful, but very different. So if what we were looking at earlier, the 1.0, it's like an ancient China, or full of the traditional Chinese flavor. This one is more like closer to modern times, but it's still 1980s. All right, we have everything still being loaded here. I'm gonna enjoy a Chinese tea. I'm gonna enjoy some Chinese tea. Wow, Antonio is working really hard. Thank you, Antonio.
You're welcome.
So this is black tea or pu'er tea, if you guys love what I'm drinking. It's very Chinese thing. Alright, we have the 2.0 here. Let's see what people are talking. Anybody having any questions? We have Argo, Dawn, Nila, Johnny, Lee, Art, Adriana. Jessie said, take your time, we will wait. Thank you, Jessie, you're the best. And James said, I love chocolate. Me too. And the one that I just ate is very, very unusual. I have never eaten a stone lion before. That's just so cute. All right, Dane said that the lion is the best. I know, right? It's so exquisite and so delicate. Very well done. So did you do the carving for the stone lion? 那个狮子，你是自己刻的吗？
我们有一个模具。
Oh, 有一个模具。Oh, okay. So there's actually something to help them to mold into that stone lion. So I was thinking maybe he did the carving by himself. So if they have the mold, it's helping them to be more efficient. Because you know, it takes time. It takes 2 days to make the whole thing. We see Jessie. Yeah, Jessie answered Jasmine about the cocoa flour with a candied walnut filling. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the walnut. Okay, so Jasmine said, is that chocolate? The walnut is not chocolate, cocoa flour. Jessie knows everything. Jessie knows everything. Okay, Michelle Cha said, I totally agree. Caroline is amazing in everything. Thank you. And keep trying and keep a positive attitude. Appreciate that. All right, I think I have everybody. I have read everybody's comment. Oh, okay. So Michelle Cha said, for me, I can't eat that. You have a lot of courage to eat a Chinese lion. Okay, nice artifact and well crafted. Great. Looks beautiful and well crafted. 他们都说刻得非常好。Great, thank you everyone. Kenny said, I tried to research for. Okay, so if you just started joining us, you are watching China Plus and Visit China. All right, now it's our turn to introduce you the 2.0 of the east of the Imperial Palace. East of the Imperial Palace. This is a commercial street. 这个是北京吗？印象里。印象里 it's a commercial street here in Beijing. That's what it looks like. What it looked like in the 1980s. If you take a closer look at what's on all those department stores, there are quite many signs. 这边有写吗？不知道那边看不看得见？这边有字吗 ？Okay. 两边都有字吧？
都有的。
Yeah. So if you're looking at this one, it says jewelry store, and here gifts and crafts. All these are written using the edible pigment, so no worry about it. We can eat all those things. They are also the whole set. It's made of fondant sugar, and there's bean curd, and also hardware. It's very delicate. Everything is so clear, nicely written, and also bookstore, stationery. Okay, and we have a satin store and a department store. Yeah, also some seasonal fruits. Beijing specialty, very, very delicately done. And this little like arch thing, it's also very delicate. Can I eat that? It's chocolate. 这是巧克力吗？
This one is
That's a decoration. So you cannot eat that. All right, guys, don't eat that. But what's striking to me is this little tricycle. It's a rickshaw, 就像一个三轮车，一个拉力人力车。It's like a rickshaw, but a little bit different is that it's a tricycle. It's what back in the day people were using it to, travel the city. But also nowadays it's a tourist attraction. It's still existed. People when they are here to travel in Beijing, they can still have that ride on this tricycle and tour the city, the old city Beijing. So there's going to be a guy sitting in the front and two person can sitting at the back. Can we? Yeah, take a look. Bring it over here and take a closer look. That's how you can enjoy the view here in Beijing. Take a look. There's a guy can sit in the front, riding the bicycle, the tricycle, and me and Antonio, we can sit over there. We can sit over there and tour the city. Wow, this is so cool. So laid back, so chill. Love it. I love it a lot. And we are going to make that. I don't know if I can do this. It's going to be, I don't know. You guys tell me if I can do this. Wow, it's so cute. I have a little bicycle in my hand. That's so adorable. It's made of fondant. Chocolate?
This one is fondant sugar, and also this one also chocolate.
Wow, okay. The rest of it is chocolate. This is fondant.
Yes.
Very nice. Yeah, we are about to make that. So everything we have here, it's like a very bustling commercial street in the 1980s. All kinds of things are selling. It's just what we are it's like what we are having today, like Wangfujing Street, where you get to shop a lot. You can take a slow walk with your friends and family and buy something that you like. Yeah, and also, I don't know if you guys can see, if you take a closer look at what's inside, there's a little like satin silk scarves that are laid out there. Even people can do some shopping, and it's like 2 stories, very nicely done. All right, let's see what people are saying. Okay, so Kenny is asking about the afternoon tea, but it's called the east of the Imperial Palace because we are here on the east side of the Imperial Palace. If we have the clip, we can roll it again. The reason we are calling this afternoon tea the Imperial Palace is because we are on the east side of the Imperial Palace, get to see the glorious beautiful view of the Imperial Palace, and we get to see the quite many landmarks on the central axis, including the bell tower, and the White Pagoda, the National Center for the Performing Arts. All these are on the central axis. That's where the inspiration for this afternoon tea is coming from. If we have the clips, we can roll it again. Beautiful views and definitely a very popular tourist attraction spot. A must-see when you guys are here in Beijing. Yeah, so Kenny, did I answer your question? This, I guess, name the east of the imperial palace. This is my word-for-word translation. Not sure you guys have an English name, but in Chinese it's called 故宫以东. Yeah, because it's full of Chinese culture, Chinese history, and also it's I think it's a very interesting the highlight of this afternoon tea. 这个故宫以东 All right. Anyway, so let's take a look at what's here. Some of the snacks. What is that? This one looks like the steamed dumplings. 这是不是小笼包吗？不是小笼包。
这个是这个是杏仁糕，杏仁口味的 almond.
Okay, it's almond pastry. Maybe I should try some of them. Which one is the most? This one looks like a stone to me. 你可以举起来给大家看。Looks like a stone on top of it. So, oh, it's soft. It's really soft. There's sesame on top of it, and this one looks like a
sesame cheesecake.
Ah, sesame cheesecake. Okay, we'll take a look. Michelle Chan said, Danny, hi, welcome to our live streaming today. And who else? We have, oh, Danny said, smart, strong woman. Me? Are you guys talking about me? Thank you. All right, so Michelle Chan said, everything is well crafted, Caroline. Thank you for wonderful information. And thank you guys for joining our live streaming today. And we are sampling a very unique Chinese-style afternoon tea, and I'm gonna take a bite of this one. So how do you usually eat this? 你是怎么吃它？是一起吃一口，还是分开来？
都可以。
That's very nice. Chocolate. What's your favorite in here, Antonio? Why don't you eat one?
I like this one.
You like this one? Okay, why don't you?
Very soft.
Why don't I try it?
Okay.
Because you always get to work on that, so you don't get to eat. Why don't you eat one? Yeah. Oh, that's
very
pudding.
Soft.
Is that pudding?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you can see it's bouncy. See? It's bouncing. Yeah. Look at the beautiful flower on top of it. Wow.
So soft and very soft.
Oh, what's inside?
Chocolate.
That's chocolate inside.
Yeah.
So outside it's pudding, and what's inside is chocolate. The chocolate is melting on my fingers. I'm gonna clean it. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see what people are talking. Jackie and also Laura, Olivia. And let us know what are your questions, okay? So let me give you some recipe, some menus. Let me read out loud some menus of what we have here. There's actually 包子. It's a steamed buns stuffed with chocolate paste. Some sesame seed cake. I think that's what I tried earlier. This one, sesame seed cake. And some durian tart. 是有榴莲的 tart. Yeah, durian tart with cheese over here. Also, this whole thing is a part of this combination. This one looks like it's a Rubik cube. It's actually made of all kinds of fruits. If we lift it up, take a look. It's Rubik. Very nicely done. How many cubes do we need to have? 这有多少个
27.
27. Oh yeah. 3 times 9. 27. It's a Rubik cube. Very nicely done. Of the fruits. Yeah. And what else? We have this like a burger. It's sesame. Yeah. But brownies?
Brownies.
Brownies. And we have pepper tuna, something 金枪鱼 with crunch. Ah, okay. Okay, with this one. I'm just give you name a few, okay? Some creamy, crispy egg noodles with caviar, 鱼子酱。干脆面是在哪儿？
这个，this one.
Oh, okay. 干脆面是这个。
对。
So what's on top of it? This is crispy dried noodles. It's also a Beijing specialty.
Yeah.
是吧？Yeah, it's a Beijing specialty that they like to eat. 是干脆面是单吃吗？还是就要跟它一起做？
跟它一起做口感会好一点，上面脆一点呢，下面软一点啊。
但是就是有的地方它会干脆面就单吃。
对，有的地方会单吃。
Yeah. So what I'm just trying, what I talked with Antonio about is the crispy dry noodles. In Beijing, they like to mix it with the food. 这个下面是什么？鸡蛋。It's they mix it with egg, but like somewhere else, like where I come from, Shanghai, we eat it just by itself. We don't mix it with something else. But this is a specialty here in Beijing. So just to let you know. And I think there is a thing that I 蜂窝煤就这个是吗？哦。Okay, so 这也是北京的 delicacy. It's a Beijing delicacy. It's called a honeycomb briquettes. Honeycomb briquettes. It looks like a brownie, but it's not. It's a cake-shaped honeycomb briquette. Sorry, yeah, briquette. So yeah, a lot of specialty. I wanted to try this one because I think. It's very special, the crispy noodle. Very interesting. Can I have it? I'm gonna finish it all later on. So what I noticed is that this whole 2.0 version, it's including the sweetness. It's a very perfect ratio. Perfect balance between the sweetness and saltiness, because this is what I, this is what I found. It's very salty. Not very salty, but it's salty. This is sweet. It's a very nice combination. So very nice mixture and fusion between the saltiness and the sweetness and the modern and the tradition. Yeah, very interesting. All right, now let's try to make the bicycle. I don't know if I can do it. It's time for us to get our hands dirty. Let's try it. Thank you, Antonio, for helping us out.
You're welcome.
So this is a rickshaw that you will see in a very busy, bustling street. So if you're in Beijing, you should try to ride a tree cycle. Wow, everything's laid out. Look at that. Everything's laid out. That's so adorable. We have all the components laid out here. Actually, we're having two rickshaw here. What is Antonio doing?
Chocolate. We make some chocolate.
Oh, we are going to write some words.
No,
okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. Something that I do. I do not understand. Okay, let's see what people are talking. We see Danny's at Michelle Chang, and the chocolate is thanks to chocolate is very cool. Yeah. All right, let's make that.
We have the stand and use the chocolate and make everyone's together.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is a
stand.
Okay, it's like bricks, tiles. I would say that every little grass blades or trees or bricks and tiles does remind us about Beijing, about the history, the Chinese history, and it's full of stories. I am already confused with all those components here.
Make some chocolate.
Oh, you use that as a glue. This is actually chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate.
It's eatable, and you glue it to.
Chocolate like the glue.
Ah, it's like a glue.
Yeah, glue.
这个自己也是一个巧克力。
对。
So this one itself, it's a chocolate. Why don't we just take a look at you? I'm not gonna do it because I think you do it way better than I do. 我们就看你做好了。
好。
So let's see how he is going to make that chocolate. Let me, Antonio, can you hand me that? Let's see. Let's show people what we are going to make. This is what we are going to make, and Antonio is working on it. he is going to work on the chocolate rickshaw that we are looking at right now. So adorable. So if you just started to join us today, we are going to sample a Chinese-style afternoon tea. It's called the East of the Imperial Palace. The reason we are calling this is because we are on the east side of the Imperial Palace, the former emperor residence and households. While he's making it, let's talk with you guys a little bit about what's in front of us. Okay. Thank you. It will be very fast for him to make that. So I'm gonna fill you guys with some information about the inspiration of this afternoon tea, and also what comes with it, because the landscape, the view that's in front of me. This is a floor window that's in front of me. I get to see the landscape of the central axis, all kinds of landscape and landmarks here in Beijing, because the camera cannot, film me from the other side. So I'm sitting here, but I am telling you what's in front of me. If you guys have the clips, we can roll it again. If you just started to join us, we are tasting and sampling a Chinese-style afternoon tea. So this is called the East of the Imperial Palace. What we are making is the 2.0 version, which is a very bustling commercial street packed with all kinds of department stores, all kinds of shops, stores. And let me give you some information about the Imperial Palace, because this is a gorgeous view that's right in front of me, stretching all the way over here. From here to here, it's very long. Let me give you some information. It's also called the Forbidden City, constructed from 1406 to 1420, and was the former Chinese imperial palace and the winter residence of the Emperor of China from Ming Dynasty to the Qing Dynasty between 1420 and 1924. So the Forbidden City served as the home of the Chinese emperors and their households. And since 1925, the Forbidden City has been under the charge of the Palace Museum, and there's a large collection of artworks and artifacts were built upon the imperial collections of the Ming and Qing dynasty, and it is declared as a World Heritage List in 1987. All right, we see Michelle said, have a wonderful time. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful time. And if you just started to join us, I'm pretty sure there's some people just started to join us. We are enjoy a afternoon tea, which is full of traditional Chinese characteristics and traditional Beijing flavor. This is a thing that's very exclusive here in Beijing. If you are touring places like Beihai Park, Gugong, Summer Palace, and you would see there's people that's riding the tree cycle and take the tourists to show them around show them around all kinds of landscapes here, all kinds of landmarks here in Beijing. Well, he's done such a good job. Wow, look at that. That's very, very cool. Very nice job, Antonio.
No, thank you.
So I would say this tree cycle, it has witnessed the transformation of Beijing and the development of Beijing from the ancient times to the modern times. It's a characteristic of highlight of Beijing. Is it almost done? Can I help a little bit?
No.
我还能帮你一些什么吗？我帮你一个。I'm gonna have to help him because I. 这个是一个
冷凝剂，
也是可以吃的。
对，这是。
Cool it.
Cool it, yeah.
啊， have to cool it.
Yeah, chocolate is hot and use this one.
Chocolate is hot.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, very nice.
You can use this one?
Yeah, well, how do I do this?
For here? For here? Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Oh,
Finish.
wow. Very cool. Is it done? I haven't done anything.
Done.
I was thinking maybe I can do something. I didn't do anything at all. Wow. Okay. Cool. Take a look at what's over here. See, this thing is done. He just did this right on the spot.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah. It's easy broken. It's everything.
It's easy to break.
Yeah,
but can I eat that now?
Can.
Like right away?
It's all the chocolate, yeah.
Am I going to be okay to eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's 这个也能吃吧? This is made of fondant.
吃巧克力吧。
吃巧克力。
对。
Okay, I'm gonna break one. He just finished that. I'm gonna. Let me get the wheel. Let me get the wheel. Ooh, look at that. This is a very tasty chocolate.
Very tasty.
The chocolate is melting on my finger.
Yeah. Very soft, very easy broken. And,
Do I have any napkins?
Okay.
还有吗？还有吗？你指了是吗？
可以这样。
很脏吗？好，谢谢 ，Thank you. Just a second. I've been eating, so I guess I need to clean a little bit. Okay. I'm good. All right. Okay, let's see what Michelle tries saying. Nice arts and crafts, Antonio. Keep up the good work. For me, I can't eat all the nice crafted chocolates. Me neither. I just think these are all so tasty, and I don't know if I can finish the whole thing. If I have a friend that's coming over, how long does it take you to make this whole thing?
3 days.
3 days. So this takes 3 days. That one takes 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay. What about here? This is look very westernized for me. Let me try this. I think that should be much more healthier to include in the afternoon tea. Yeah, so I think some people are asking. So today we are having a whole team of 3 camera people, and tech guys are helping us to film the whole thing. I am going to try out this one. This one has a shrimp on it, on top of it. Is it cheese?
No, it's bread.
Slices of bread.
It's deep fried flour.
Deep fried flour. Okay. This is very cool. I'm going to try this. I love this one. I think I can finish this whole thing on the camera. I love it. I love shrimp. Just enough amount of the saltiness. Very nice. I love that. Cool. Very interesting experience today. So today what we tried out is we sampled a very Chinese style afternoon tea, which is very different from what we usually know about the traditional afternoon tea, because what we normally imagine is that the afternoon tea is having 3 layers of different kinds, composed of sandwiches, pastries, and cakes. And we know that afternoon tea originated from UK, from Britain, in the 17th century upper social class. And it's getting very, very popular here in China because I think it's a way for modern people to unwind, to relax themselves. And sometimes you would see a whole bunch of friends or sitting together, spend a whole afternoon to drink tea. It's a very leisure way for leisure activity, leisure kind of way for them to leisure activity for the modern people. And for ladies, I would say it's a way for them to restore their physical strength and help them to keep fit, as well as I think it's also a life attitude. That means that not giving up the pursuit of quality life and also to maintain the elegant self. So I think that's why the afternoon tea is getting more and more popular. But this one is definitely very different from our inherent impression of the traditional tea because it's full of traditional Chinese elements. Well, especially for the 1.0, the east of the Imperial Palace. It's inspired by the traditional courtyard, the hutong, and the stone lion, persimmon. All these are very traditional Beijing elements and Beijing culture that are incorporated into it. So I just wanted to say that really thank you, Antonio, for bringing us this whole afternoon tea. And also I wanted to thank the hotel, the Renaissance Beijing Wangfujing Hotel, for creating this very innovative and a creative way to incorporate the culture, history of Beijing into the afternoon tea. It's a very, very smart idea to get to explore about the Beijing city, especially for the expats. So thank you, Antonio. And yeah, this has been China Plus and Visit Beijing, and I'm Caroline Gu. Thank you so much for spending time with us, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.